The locals call this place the White Coffin, -60. Daylight that blinds you. I came here to hunt, but I found something else.
3 days of driving into Siberia's heart. My Toyota is a beast, but even her engine is coughing ice.
I needed shelter. The permafrost had cracked a cave open overnight. I thought it was just a shadow. Rule 1 of survival: never go into a thawing cave. But my fuel was low. I had to risk it.
It was silent. Too silent. No wind. Just the sound of my own heart trying to freeze in my chest.
Tusks. A woolly mammoth, dead for 10,000 years. I was about to take a tooth for luck when... A sound no one has heard in 10 millennia. I thought it was the wind. But the wind doesn't cry. No, it can't be. A baby. A mammoth calf. Alive. Buried in the ice like a time capsule.
Hypothermia. Severe dehydration. It has maybe 10 minutes before its heart stops. 10 minutes.
My mother used to say, warmth is the only medicine for the frozen. I had to give it mine.
The wind had doubled. My van was 50 meters away. In this cold, 50 meters is a death sentence. I fell. I watched that little trunk hit the snow. I screamed. But the blizzard ate my voice. Adrenaline is a liar. It says you're fine. But my fingers were glass. I couldn't feel the fur anymore.
The door handle broke off in my hand. I had to kick it open. Get inside, get inside, get in. Are you all right? Are you hurt?
The storm raged outside. But in here, it was just me and a ghost from the Ice Age.
The engine was knocking. Diesel turns to jelly at -50. Come on, baby. One more miracle.
Never rub frostbite. You'll rip the skin. You wrap and you wait. I wrapped that calf like a burrito. Water first. If I gave it food, its stomach would rupture. Just a drop. Come on, drink. It drank. It actually drank. That trunk has muscle memory from 10,000 years ago. But it was bleeding. A cut on its hind leg. In this state, blood loss is faster than the cold. I am a hunter, not a vet. But I've stitched my own arm before. Hold still, little one. 4 stitches. The skin was like leather. It didn't even flinch. It knew I was trying to help. Bandaged, hydrated, wrapped. But the core temperature was still dropping. I needed a furnace.
A propane stove in a van is suicide. Carbon monoxide. But if I don't, we both die anyway.
I cracked the windows 1 inch, let the death gas out, kept the heat in. Russian roulette. Skin to skin. It's the oldest trick. My heartbeat would remind its heart how to beat. For 2 hours we sat like that. Me, a freezing man. It, a frozen ghost. Waiting for dawn. It opened its eyes. Not with fear. With confusion. Like, who are you, hairless ape? That little trunk touched my face. It was rough. Snotty. And the warmest thing I've felt in years. Mammoth milk is extinct. But warm water with a pinch of sugar? That's universal. He guzzled it.
He stood up, knocked over my stove. Little menace. I laughed so hard I choked on the ice in my lungs. The fuel light is on. Red. 0. We are stranded. I had one choice. Walk to the ranger station. 50 kilometers. Or stay here and become an ice statue.
The baby looked at the white void outside. It understood. It stepped forward. One small step for mammoth kind.
And so began the longest walk of my life. A man and a mammoth, racing the white death.
The wind chill was -80. I wrapped my scarf around his ears. He needed them more than me.
A frozen river is a trap. One crack and you're gone. I had to test every step with my axe. He refused. Instinct. Mammoth's new thin ice. I had to carry him. 40 kilos of fur and bone. My back popped. My knees buckled. But I took one step, then another. The ice held.
Halfway across, I saw the shadow of a wolf pack. They circled us, waiting for one of us to fall.
Wolves respect fire and pain. I shot a flare. They vanished. But they'll be back. I collapsed. I couldn't feel my legs. I told the baby, "Go on. Save yourself."
He didn't leave. He laid down on top of me. That little body, it was like a hot water bottle.
I saw a chimney. Smoke. 2 kilometers. Look, I said. Home.
He smelled the wood smoke. 10,000 years of evolution, and he knew that smell meant safety.
Behind us, the river gave way. 3 seconds later, we would have been in the black water. I hugged that hairy beast so tight, he squeaked. I think that's Mammoth for "Put me down, idiot."
The station, radio, heat, food. We had walked through the belly of the beast and won.
What devil sent you?
2 hours later, he was drinking warm reindeer milk. The ranger cried, said he'd seen miracles, but never a ghost.
I lost 2 fingernails that night, and the tips of my ears. Worth it. Every bit.
He wouldn't let go of my boot, even in sleep. I guess I was his herd now.
Requesting immediate extraction. The storm is past. Understood. A chopper is inbound. Sit tight. Thank God. We'll be ready.
I whispered to him, "You go be a legend, little one. Tell the future that the past was warm."
The scientists came. They said it was a de-extinction miracle. I just called him lucky. As they loaded him up, he trumpeted. Not a cry, a goodbye. I'll remember that sound forever.
People ask why I did it. Why risk my life for an animal that's been dead for 10,000 years? Because in the coldest place on Earth, I found the warmest heart. And it had 4 legs and a trunk.
Lucky is in a sanctuary in Siberia now. Grown healthy. He eats 30 kilos of hay a day. 3 days. That's all it took to change everything. One choice, one chance, one save.
I kept a piece of his fur to remind me that even in extinction, there is hope.
I'm still out here, in the cold, hunting stories. But this one owns a piece of my soul.
This is Kael of the Frost, where the temperature drops, but the stories rise.
If you want more survival tales from the edge of death, smash that like button. Subscribe to Cold Breath. And remember, the coldest nights create the strongest survivors. Stay frozen. I'll see you on the next ridge.